Okay, kind of tired, but this is the, let's see. So it's just a get ready with me. So I did my sunscreen already, skincare. This is what I used for sunscreen. Just my normal. I don't really use anything else when it comes to sunscreen. This is an eye cream from Dollar Tree. I can't figure out if it does anything, to be honest. I didn't use this today, but just to let you guys know, they have eye cream. I don't know. I think it's kind of a little bit gimmicky. You can just use moisturizer and serum from most dermatologists. That's what I've heard. And some are not even, they don't even believe in eye cream. Just general moisturization. But to go out and buy something just for your eyes is a bit unnecessary. So this is from Essence. It's the Slim Stick. And it says it lasts for several hours, which I would agree. So if you're looking for something long lasting, this might. I think the claim is kind of exaggerating a little bit, but if you want something that lasts, that's what I'm wearing now. You just layer it. Quite moisturizing. So today I wasn't going to do much. I do have like something I ordered, funny enough. So because of my living situation, I just don't feel comfortable. Sometimes there can be a lot of drama, sometimes a little bit, as far as just kind of judgment over what I order and buy and stuff because of my financial situation. So I had tried to find something where we're going to be using this Morphe Natural Flirt. I said I tried to find I don't know, I mixed a bunch of colors, which sometimes you should do each color individually. Anyway, there's no mirror in here, which it's big, so it should have, excuse the language. So I just mixed, where is it? This one, and the one in the very corner here, which is more of a rosy. It's coming off as brown, but it is a clear salmon. There's really no brown. I don't have a mirror. Anyway. So far the quality seems okay. It's very, very light color, if you can see. And the red is not showing on camera, like the rosy tone at all. It's very light. You can build it, but it's light. To be fair, I did really choose light colors, but still. I just feel like you're not really seeing the color that much. It's a very light level of saturation. But let's see if we can build even just that color. It's building a bit. In real life, the color, I wish I could show it somehow, but I don't think there's a way. In real life, the color of saturation is much more there. I'm not a fan of the quality, to be honest. It's okay, but there's better out there. Okay. Trying to make this quick because it's not that I'm in a rush. It's just like, you know, all of a sudden. Okay. Anyway. There. So obviously there's colors that show much more. The darker colors seem to be showing much better. These are quite blendable shadows though, so I have to give it that. they're really not that bad and not bad to work with. Like, I'm not having to remove things. I just blend a little bit. Trying to do like a mauve. I don't know what I'm thinking, but I'm just looking at this and seeing what I can do. I think I can do like a mauve red, brown kind of color story. Anyway, what I was saying is because of my living situation, I just didn't want, and I'm still trying to figure out if I do volunteer work. I don't know. Some of me is like, how are you going to get any income? It doesn't make sense, but if somehow it does occur and I buy stuff, which I need to be very cautious, but honestly most likely I will, because it's been so long since I've been able to get myself much of anything, and I mean anything. Basically I don't want things, in front of the door where I live, and I don't want things coming in randomly to this location. So that's why I thought do rose. Anyway, basically what occurred is I thought it got lost in the mail because I ordered many things last year, and it was literally last year, and it didn't come. So I was assuming, like, because where I live things go missing magically. No, it's not, but there's disturbances, let's just say that. So I was thinking surely it's somebody who I know and who's living with me. I thought she had taken my stuff for whatever reason. And then, I talked to, because years ago, last year, it was like $270, and you had to buy that in advance, right? Like, you couldn't do monthly installments and stuff. And sometimes they lie, because if you are a customer with a bit of history, or someone's just nice, sometimes they will waive that. Really. But they tell you, oh no, you have to do it in advance, all at once, annually. Not necessarily true. Actually, I think the darker colors are quite nice quality, even the shimmers. It's just the light mattes that are kind of so-so. Okay, that's almost the final look. I feel like it should be darker. There's not really any real dark browns in here. That's the only thing. Oh, okay, hold on. I don't know what I did. Okay, so that's almost the final look, not quite. Gotta blend more. And yeah, I think a really dark brown would make a difference, but I think we'll have to go into another one and then come back to this. Dubious. Just for the brown outer corner. So what I was saying is that they called, or no, I called, and then I figured out that basically from last year my stuff has been, you know, the front desk lady was like, yeah, I could have, like, you know, not in a mean way, but just like, you know, they're obviously not going to hold your stuff forever. They do hold it for a bit, but, you know, a year is a stretch. She was like, yeah, I have your stuff here, and you can grab it by Friday. So I was thinking maybe go today. Okay. It's actually not bad. So that's basically the final look. It's not the best. I'm not like, colors aren't really doing anything that incredible, but I don't know. To me, this is just like, there's something where these colors are not matching my vibe today, really, but it's not bad, I don't think. The crease colors are kind of hard to blend out. So that's basically all that's going on today. I was meaning to do something, but to be honest, I think it's just not going to work out, so that's kind of canceled. The dating stuff is not going well. Could be much worse, but it's not going well, which it is what it is. Am I going to totally quit? Honestly, I'm not sure. Most likely soon. Like, if things don't get better within a few weeks, yeah, I think we'll just call it a day and just assume it's not in the cards for me for, you know, any time in the near future. And I don't say that just because of how, you know, things went these last few weeks, but it's just in general. You know, I've trying to see if there's somebody who would be a good match in my life. I've tried throughout, like, different times in my life, slightly different ages, you know, and it just, I've tried when I was having a job and working, even several. I've tried barely, but, you know, a little bit. I've tried when I wasn't working, when I was a university student, when it's just like almost any environment, and it just hasn't. And it's like, it's not like I need anything real. My standards aren't like, oh, I need something real great, but just a bit of movement. That's all I'm asking for. Like, even for me, a milestone would be sharing a holiday, sharing a birthday with somebody, you know, like just once. I kind of did reach that milestone, but I mean, like, you know, when you're in a sustainable, like, you've been with somebody for a good amount of time and you're experiencing that and the dynamic is overall okay, and, you know, there's not too much drama with others that you have to deal with, and it's just like when there's a fluency, or I don't know. You want things to be overall smooth and have those, like, kind of unique moments as well. And I just haven't dealt with that. So what I did here was, so we went over the crease colors. I added some browns. Let's see here. Some browns, like these sort of brown colors, to the triangle, to the overall crease shade. Then for shimmers, I went kind of all over with this one. I think I went over with a few shimmers. Maybe initially it was this one. Then it was this one, more so in the inner corner, I think. Or maybe a mix of these two. Then I went with, these don't have names. So then the inner corner especially, I found this one kind of beautiful, quite beautiful. This one in the inner corner. And then I went in with 2 browns. These two. One is significantly darker, one is like, this one's more of a mid-tone caramel toffee kind of color. This one's more of a straight brown. So mix those, and that's what you get in the outer corner. I'm gonna try to build that silver kind of color here. Now it looks kind of dusty. I don't know. Maybe with a brush it's a bit better. You get much more of a muted effect with the brush, but there's that. I think in the middle maybe I'll do the brown. I feel like is kind of fading away already. The dark outer corner. You know, sometimes I feel like when I do these, and even just getting ready myself, the face is kind of heavy. I was trying to figure out why, and I think it's the I know I don't do this level of kind of stuff if I'm just going out all the time. It's just sometimes it varies on my mood. Like yesterday I didn't go out though, but I think it's looking heavy because of the sunscreen. But if it means that my skin stays, you know, not too aged, I'll deal with it. So this is Physicians Formula stick. This is really nice as a contour. I was impressed, if we're being honest. I also have on concealer. Obviously needs to be blended a lot more, but I think you can already see the effect. It just chisels your cheek. And a lot of contours, honestly, I don't really notice a difference that much. Some not at all. Even bronzers, like, they just don't have the sunken in cheek effect, but this one really does, and I notice it every time. So yeah. I think I need a sponge, which I don't have. I forgot foundation. Do I need it? Let me see. Maybe I don't with that. I don't know, maybe later when I go out, if I do. Anyway, I was trying to see if maybe one of these days, just because honestly it seems a bit different, refreshing, fun, just to go out and hang out with someone. I don't know, especially since, you know, my income is, if we're being honest, non-existent at the moment. It's like that's the only way. It's just the reality. And folks can say whatever, but it's a reality. That's what we talk about here. So, you know, it's easy to tell someone, oh, they shouldn't go out, they shouldn't have a life because they don't have money, but try living that way. How long, you know? It's kind of cruel over the long term to be like, yeah, this is what you've got to do. So, the other thing I learned is that I don't need to go so heavy with, I didn't think I went that heavy with foundation, but I don't know, I'm just not liking lately the heaviness of how my face is looking, so maybe I have to go in with less. But these are the foundations. So Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Maybelline Super Stay. Those are the best that I know of. This is a gloss. It's TYS Beauty. And nobody talks about this brand, but they really do. This is a really nice gloss. It's a little bit costly though. It's like around 20 or so bucks. Walmart. You might have to find it online though. They might only have it online. You know, TYS Beauty has their website as well. I got it through BoxyCharm. They have blushes. They have other things too. Concealer, I used Anastasia Beverly Hills. Where is it? I don't know. But that's what I used on this right eye. This eye I did nothing. So that's with Anastasia and maybe eyeshadow fallout. This is with nothing besides the sunscreen and skincare. So this is sunscreen, skincare, no concealer. This is concealer, sunscreen, skincare. So on camera, especially this close, you really can't see how nice the Anastasia is most of the time. Very smooth, decent coverage. Like, you can see, I think from this angle, that the right side, the one that has the Anastasia, this side is much better than this side. You know, the coverage is dark circles is mostly covered, not totally. I wish it had a bit more coverage. I don't know, for me I'd rather